So, to give some more of my testimony, of the journey that I've been on, and I'm sure there's others that have a more amazing journey than myself. I know God's speaking to all of us. The Father wants everyone to know about Him. Well, if you think about it, really, I wasn't really born here because my parents, for where they worked, but I realized I couldn't be born where 3 of 4 grandparents actually lived in the land, the area that I'm in now. So I have understanding, because I always said as a child, that is where I'm going to live. I'm going to live in Tennessee. I love Tennessee. It's so beautiful, and the people were so kind. Well, when the Army of the North appeared, they came disobedient. And, I was upset, and I was throwing a fit, and I'm like, y'all made fun of us all these years. All hell breaks loose, and what y'all do? You run down here. And I was so mad. And I come to realize, the Father's like, you don't know what I'm doing. Look at how I see it. And from what He has given me for understanding is He brought them here to learn from us, to save them, because they've been disobedient. His land is here. His true land, His true people. We are here. We were sold, just as the days of old. And, they always made fun when I go visit my mother. They always made fun of me, of my speech and my language, saying they didn't understand me. And I was nothing but kind to them. And, when I went up there, I'm so used to hear of sweet tea. And, I was mocked and made fun of for the way I said it. And I'm going to tell you, the way she tried to say it was horrible. It sounded horrible. Not even like the South. But why wouldn't you want sweetness and goodness? Don't you want to be treated well? Do you really want to be abused? There's the people that have fallen away, they have fallen away from the Father, but it had to happen for us to truly wake up to God's truth. And, once we see the truth that we are to love the unlovable, then God can do His mighty work and His miracles by His hand. He doesn't want any to perish. But the ones who made fun of us are here. And I was upset, but the Father said they had to come. If they didn't come, they couldn't be saved. They have to learn your ways of being good, because that's what fulfills the law. You go through things to try to get us on the right path. And the right path isn't always an easy path. There's no shortcuts. There's no cheating. The Father knows all, and He knows what we need to get us back on the right path. So the people that are coming here, please turn your heart to the Father. He loves you so much, even if you're being disobedient. Because things will happen to get you to call out to Him. You have run here seeking for answers. The Father has sent you here because we already understand it. And you all mocked us and made fun of us all these years. But He doesn't want you to perish. That's why you're here. You don't have to run anymore. From what I see is a son of perdition going on in the world. And it's even the people that are here. Well, those of us that are left. Because things were done that weren't required by the Father. They've taken it literal, just like the days of old. But I know where they are. And that's how the Father wins. That's why we don't fear. That's why we walk by faith. He said that they would appear before us. And if you're being a son of perdition, you're under the heathen. Now I understand what my nanny meant when she said, stay away from them heathens. She didn't want me to be led astray and go down a destructive path because she loved me. And my parents, they loved me. They didn't want me to take that path that leads to destruction. And those that have come to the south, rend your heart, not your garment. The Father brought you here to learn from us on how to love people, even when they're not lovable, just as He is. He brought you here to save you, not destroy you. Don't run afraid anymore. The only way to continue is to believe His word, His Spirit. That's the only way to be saved and be able to endure. And not doing so, things will get worse. It is free will to choose if you choose the Father or the destructive path that will utterly destroy you. There is only one that cometh to steal, kill, and destroy, and it's not the Father. The enemy is used to get us on the right path, and if we don't agree to it and turn to the Father, He gives them over to the destruction. That's how much He loves you. But He's walking through you with that storm that you are going through. The fiery chariots I see running up and down the road with men's faces. Stop, be still, and know that the Father, creator of us all, is God.